Hi, Fresh Scents. Trying to make sure I have things out of my way. See if anyone's around. I know Christina is real busy. If y'all didn't know, Christina just recently moved and is dealing with a new puppy and is a parent and a business owner and a lot of other things too. So she's got more things on her plate than I do. And who knows what day of the month or week or year or anything it is right now. I certainly don't. So last night was kind of a flash in the pan because who knew it was Wednesday? I knew part of the day it was Wednesday because I did Wax Wednesday and then I apparently forgot that it was Wednesday. So that's cute. Let's see if I'm in the right place. Because that happens sometimes. Apparently I don't know my own password. That's also cute. Let's make sure I'm in the right place. It would be like me to not be in the right place. So, no, I am. Okay. I am. It's all right. Okay. Hello. All right. So, what Christine and I were going to talk about last night, I'm going to drop some knowledge right now. And she can drop her knowledge later. So you basically just get a twofer. Okay. So we really were talking about, it's called weaving your web of support, and the importance, in this business of finding your tribe, finding your people, and finding people who will support you, people who you can go to and bitch to on a bad day, but they're not going to let you sit in the shit, and I'll get there in a second, and who will help you come up with ways to feel better, to work through the issues, to get beyond it, people who will be your loudest cheerleaders when you're trying to achieve things, and those people for your support tribe will not always be the people you think that they should. I say should loosely, or would be. I think sometimes we get, because of the structure of Scentsy, you have a sponsor, you have a team, we have a group, right? So I think that because of the structure of Scentsy, we sometimes look to our sponsor or our team or our group, and we're like, why are they not the person that I should go to for everything? And it's not that you shouldn't go to them, okay? But you always have access to them. And so I'm going to encourage you, not that your people in your circle can't be within that group, but to make sure you're showing up for Scentsy events. I know we're not in person right now, that some of you have never experienced an in-person event. Make sure you are connecting with other Scentsy consultants outside of it, because sometimes your best ideas, your next best thing for your business is going to come from outside of this comfort zone of your sponsor and your team and your group, because they have different ideas. They're hearing different things. And just from personal experience, the things that work for Christina as my sponsor very often don't work for me. And our businesses look very different, and they've had very different paths. And so for me to always go to her and expect her to have all the answers to my business, it's not always the case, or to have the best next thing for my business is not always the case. And she's a great reference tool as my sponsor, but that's not necessarily meaning that she's my be all end all. Does that make sense? And so I have in my business, when I decided to make it a business, as a hobbyist, I didn't really need the support as much. I was in this because I liked the socialization. I liked making money off my own purchases. It was fun for me, but I wasn't looking for the next huge thing in my business. I wasn't looking for what's going to blow this shit up, right? It was just that's not where my brain was at as a hobbyist. When I decided I needed to make this a business and I wanted it to be something with actual full-time income, I started looking around and I started looking for people whose businesses were where I wanted my business to be. Or were working towards the same goals I was. And so my circle of friends ended up not being within, like, my closest people, ended up not really being within my team or my group. And it was, and like a lot of people think that's weird. And I'm just here to say that it's not necessarily weird. It's just what works for you, right? It's your business. You are an independent consultant. I'm going to repeat that. You're an independent consultant. You owe your sponsor nothing and your sponsor owes you nothing. If you have a great relationship and you bounce off each other, fantastic. There's nothing wrong with that. But do not feel guilt or shame if you guys don't click. There's 200,000 other consultants out there. I promise you there's someone that clicks with you. More than one, okay? And so I went out and I literally and I know that I'm an exception to the rule. I just have very little shame when I approach things. So when I went and I found people, I have literally approached people and said, hey, I really like you and I like the way you do your business and can we talk about it? Hey, I really like you and I think that we would get along well. We're best friends now. And so the people that I talk to literally every day will tell you, one of them actually friended me, approached me in the line at the bathroom at SFR and said, hey, I like you and we're going to be friends now. And we are. One, I heard a training and I was like, wow, this girl is my spirit animal. And I messaged her and I literally told her that. And she's literally standing in my wedding next year. It wasn't even Scentsy related, but Christina literally said to me at a Hanson concert, hey, I think you're funny. Can we be friends? And the Scentsy came later, but sometimes you just have to find the people who are on your wavelength and approach it in a way where you're on my wavelength. And people are very approachable, thankfully, in our company, that if you go to somebody and you're friendly and you're not trying to monopolize them, they will talk to you about business. My initial conversations with Jen Anderson, who's a very good friend now, who when I started my business, I was like, this chick is amazing. Wow, can hardly handle how amazing she is, and watched her videos and grew because of her. And it our friendship started just from me wanting to ask questions about business. And it turned out we just got along and it developed into a friendship like any other relationship does, right? You're never, it's rare you're instant besties with somebody, right? But in this business, if you want people to be in your circle, approach them. If you want to approach somebody on this team, in this group, about what they're doing awesome for their business, you want to ask Mallory how she hit SSD in 2 years, or you want to ask Lacey how she hit director in her first 6 months, or you want to ask Autumn how she's an awesome person at social media, or whatever it is. Those are just 3 things that my brain just immediately thought of because I've talked to them about those things recently. But if there is somebody out there that you want to learn from, don't be afraid to reach out to them. And reach out outside of your circle of comfortable. We always say the best things don't happen in comfort zones, right? The best things happen outside of that place of comfort. And asking people you don't know for advice and tips and whatnot. They're probably those successful people are going to do the same thing we do in here. If they have a way to hand you to a resource, they're going to do it, because they're busy and running businesses and have lives too. But don't be afraid to reach out to people. Weave your own web of support, right? That's what the title of this was. And then ultimately, just reaching out to people, you will become friends with people. You will grow and connect with people within your team, within your group, outside your team, outside your group. Again, I highly recommend you get outside of the group, because the group is hearing the same stuff, right? You're hearing the same training. And so someone else might have another opinion about reaching more people or getting more tips or getting more advice from the top people. Like someone else might have a completely different way of wording all this that makes more sense to you. Sorry, my cat's down here. And so like, it's okay if you don't connect with one person. Go find the people you do. Find your tribe. Find the people who, like I said, you will connect with. And it's never going to be a million people. They say you're influenced and impacted most by the 5 people you're closest to. So who are those 5 people? Like, sit and think about it. Who are the 5 people that you talk to, like, on a daily basis? Who are they? Think out. You don't have to type it in. I'm not asking you to do that, but think about it. How are they impacting you? Are they happy for you? Are they cheering you on? Are they always there when you need them? Are they lifting you up? Are they helping you accomplish what you want? Or are they always in competition with you? Are they always bringing you down? Are they always wanting to be negative? Are they like, your mindset is affected by those people. So who are they and how are they affecting you? Are they really the right people to be in that circle of influence, right? Because the right people, and I was saying this earlier, the right people for your circle of influence, the people that you really want to keep around, are the people who, when you're having a shitty moment, you can go spew the shitty moment, right? You want somebody you can spew that shitty moment to. But instead of sitting in the shit with you and stinking and it just festering because all you do is feed off each other's negativity, they say, yes, that sucks. How are we fixing it? Right? Yes, it sucks. I commiserate with that. I understand it sucks right now, but how are we fixing it? Let's not sit in the shit. How are we fixing it? They're the people who, when you are really close to hitting your title or really close to the promotion or really close to getting somebody to join your team or whatever you're excited about, they are cheering the loudest. They don't see you as competition. They don't see you as someone who's one-upping them. They don't see you. They see it as a group effort where you bring value to the table you all sit around together. Does that make sense? And so I'm just asking you to evaluate who are those top 5 people? Who are those people who you're around every day? And are they the right people for you to have in your circle for you to hit the goals that are on your dream board? Okay. It was something that like I had to super evaluate when I went into making this full time for me, was what does that look like for me? I can't sit around and have people who want to compete in my corner. I can't sit around and have people who don't cheer me on in my corner. I can't sit around and have negativity in my corner. It's just not possible. I can't do it. And so, yes, it means sometimes that you reevaluate the people you're closest to. But we're adults, right? We're adults who make decisions. We're adults who have bills. And those people don't pay your bills. But you want the people who don't pay your bills to be cheering you on so that you can pay your bills. Does that make sense? So, I want to just highly encourage you. And this is where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to like be real short and sweet. I don't even think I've been talking that long. I'm going to encourage you guys to sincerely sit, write it down. Who are the people in your circle? Who are the people you're closest to? And how are they impacting your business? What do you go to them for? How do they respond to those things? Is it making you better or is it making you bitter? Okay. And then I want you to go and I want you to look up people who you can learn from. There's tons of people on Facebook. There's tons of people on Instagram. There's tons of people on YouTube who are amazing Scentsy consultants with so much knowledge to share. And it's okay to realize that some of those people have really good knowledge for you and you can take notes and you can learn and you can grow. Despite them maybe not being your type of person in real life. There's a lot of Scentsy people who I'm like, ooh, why did you post that? Like, they'll post things on their social media that I'm like, wow, that's really, really isolating. I would never post that on social media. Like, that is not my jam. But you are a great Scentsy consultant, so we may not be able to be like friends, but I'm going to definitely learn from the things you have done impactfully in your business. Okay. So it's also okay, I want to say, is basically it's okay to pick and choose how you let a person influence you as well. It's okay to be like, you're really good at this at Scentsy, and I'm going to pay attention to that, but you as a individual, maybe not my cup of tea, right? Not everybody's going to be in your circle, but they can be in your influence for your business. But yes, I think that's where I'm going to leave it. Go write down your circle, write down your people, 5-ish people. You could sit and be like, I'm friends with 500 people. You're not really. Who are your closest people? How are they impacting you? How are they impacting your business? How are they influencing your daily life? Like literally your life. Are they dragging you into a bad mindset or a good mindset, a negative mindset or a positive mindset, a growth mindset? Are they taking you there with them? So think about that, and then go and find 2 or 3 people who you can really, really learn from in this business. And start watching their videos, start learning from them, start following them on social media. If their social media is very, Scentsy specific, right? You can learn from them in multiple ways. You just can learn from people in multiple ways. I'm going to leave it at that. So find some people who you can learn from. Go make some new Scentsy friends. I challenge you to go find like 3, 4, 5 people outside of Fresh Scents even who you can be friends with, and that you can maybe collab with and brainstorm with about some things. Because literally some of my like biggest growth things in my business have come from chatting with people who are on other teams, in other groups, and they'll just have like the best freaking ideas. And I'm like, that was stupid. And why did I never think of it? But wow, that's like life-changing. Right. And we sometimes get, like I said, in this comfort zone, and I don't want you to get in the comfort zone. I want you to be freaking uncomfortable all the time, because your growth comes in the discomfort. So, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I just want to dispute some of that. I think it's really, really important. It's really, really important to the growth of your business. It's really, really important to your mindset. It's really, really important to how you continue to move forward, to make sure that the people that you surround yourself with, whether it's your circle of 5, your acquaintances, or your business influences, are literally providing to you what they need to for you to grow. And so, yes, it's uncomfortable to have to look at it and to think about people that you might not have that same connection with. But if you're not growing, you're stuck. And when you're stuck, you're frustrated. And so growth is not always comfortable. It often is not. but growth is necessary for us to get where we want. And I think we all have goals and things in this business that are big and hairy and scary, but completely 1,000,000% achievable if we're willing to be a little uncomfortable sometimes. So I love you guys. Thanks for letting me word vomit. I think Christina will choose at some point to go live, and maybe she'll say something completely different from me, but you'll get 2 viewpoints of this very important topic. And so thanks for listening to me ramble, and I hope you guys have a really good day. It's Friday Eve, and go kick some ass end of month. Bye.